Welcome to the Culturally Distinct Podcast. This is your boy DJ KO.
TV from the strip. What's happening?
K-Jack couldn't be here today because she had, some obligations she had to attend to. But we have a special show today. But before we get into the show, I want to give a shout out to Olive and Twist for allowing us to have this show here. They are supporters of the show. They're in the River Oaks area, so if you ever in the Houston area or you in the area, just to say you come to shop, because I know it's holiday time, make sure you stop by and get you an appetizer, get you a drink. The address over here is 2712 Richmond Avenue, and that's in River Oaks. And the name of the bar is called Olive and Twist. So, speaking of that, we have an awesome show today. For the guys who tuned in to the show, y'all remember that we had a part one of dating in your 40s. This is the part two edition. Well, I'm not gonna say 40s, in your mid, because you can't tell a woman's age. So, dating in your mid ages. Say that.
Yeah,
your younger mid ages, right?
Mature age.
That's it.
You did. We're gonna go with that.
So, our first guest today, we have a Chi-Town native, but she's been in Houston for a while. She's a mother. She's a business owner. Everybody, welcome to the show, Miss Zarena Whitfield.
Welcome to the show, Queen.
All right. And we got another brother that, decided to come to the show also to speak his piece.
Yeah. By the time we outnumber the ladies on the show, man. We normally outnumber by the ladies.
Right. So we finally got a brother that's going to speak the truth.
You dig that? You by
Hopefully.
yourself.
That's all right. I can handle it.
Okay. All right. I
Chi-Town.
got you. And this brother is a native of North Carolina, but he's been in Houston for a matter of years. So he's also considered as a Houstonian. Also, he's a business owner as well, HBCU grad. Everybody, welcome to the show, Mr. Jackie Mitchell.
Thank you.
Welcome, big guy.
Pleasure being here.
So,
Chi-Town in North Carolina.
Absolutely. That's all. Well, let me see. Midwest versus the East Coast. I see. I see it. But so we know we're approaching the holidays. Before we even get into the show, I know we're approaching the holidays, right?
Yeah.
So have you guys started shopping yet?
I'm done.
Done shopping already?
I'm done.
I haven't did anything yet.
I'm done.
I'm a 48-hour to Christmas type shopper, dog. I don't do
that's Christmas cards right there.
And I'm a gift card expert, so you probably gonna get a gift card.
Yeah. So what had happened was
that's
it's
what
my
it is.
birthday month too.
Oh, okay.
So that kind of usually takes precedent over the Christmas shopping.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna order. And
Okay.
I'm gonna make
So
sure
it's your
it's
birthday?
delivered. Yeah, it's my birthday month.
Okay. So the gifts you don't like, you just wrap them up and give them to people?
No, I don't really get gifts I don't like.
Okay.
Oh,
okay.
my goodness.
Friends. You got good friends,
I
huh?
got great friends. They gift card experts. You can't go wrong with
Can't
those.
go wrong with that.
No.
So I know most women that have their birthday in the month of December, they celebrate it all month. Is that true?
That's a sad thing.
Oh.
Absolutely.
Hey, women can have their birthday in February. They gonna do it the whole month. Hey, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
I'd
that's
rather be in
tough.
February.
That's
It's the
rough.
shortest month.
That's rough. So if you guys don't mind, I want to, people want to know a little bit about yourself. So starting with you, Zarena, could you, gentlemen? Ladies first, ladies first. We want to be gentlemen. So I want to know a little bit about yourself.
Just volunteer information. You're not going to ask a question?
Just a little bit. Just want to know a little bit about
Okay.
yourself.
Well, as you said, I am from Chicago.
Chi-Town represent.
I've been here in Houston over 5 years.
Okay.
I love it. The weather brought me. I am a multi-passionate cannapreneur. So I have a cannabis business, which is CBD.
Okay.
I'm also a speaker. I do women empowerment. I focus on relationship communication.
Okay.
I'm a mother. I have 2 beautiful kids, and I love to travel.
Wonderful.
My goal is to see the entire world.
Wonderful. That's beautiful. Welcome. First of all, welcome, Zarena.
Thank you.
Jackie,
Glad to be
what
here.
about yourself? Tell the people about yourself.
They say you always say the most important thing is first. I'm a father first. I have 4 kids. I have a grandchild. Been in Houston.
You're a grandfather, man. You're a young grandfather, man.
Yeah, Papa.
Jeez.
Hey, my name is Papa J.
Oh, okay.
Papa J.
He like that too. He smiling from ear to ear.
Hey, man, she brings me a lot of joy. So I have a granddaughter, man. So her name is Lila. So did a lot of work, from professional athlete. Like you said, had a few businesses, coached a little bit. My passion is education, making money. consultation. I just I stay out of sight and try to get things done, man. So that's pretty much me. Not a lot of hoopla. I don't like a lot of ruckus, and simple.
Okay, cool. Welcome. By the way, welcome to the show also.
Appreciate it.
So as you guys know that this show is expectations in dating, right? So my very
expectations of dating.
Expectations. That's
Oh, okay,
expectations.
okay.
All right. I don't want to narrow it down. I just want to keep it open, right? So my first question, I want to get into it. All right. Let me know if it's too heavy for y'all. What are your expectations while dating? When you're dating, all right, let's say this. When you're dating someone, what do you expect out the individual?
In today's world,
In 2020.
today's world different than mom
I
and
went
pop.
first last time, so go ahead and Grace.
Yeah.
And I would like to ask a clarifying question.
Okay.
What do you clarify as dating?
That's what
Yeah, great question.
That's what
What
I
is
was
dating?
like.
Great
Someone
question.
like
Someone that's not married.
Okay.
Someone that's not married. Somebody that's consistent with one individual or multiple individuals.
Are we committed in this situation? Or are we just going out to dinner here, going out for bowling?
there's levels to this dating.
You know what I'm
Jazz.
saying?
There's
You
levels.
know,
Well,
because
that's
we're in the
true.
age,
You're right.
you dig?
That
So
is
I can
true.
go on a
That
day
is true.
Tuesday and Friday and be with a whole different thing. You know what I'm talking
That
about?
is
But
true.
we're going to let the guest speak. You
That is
know,
true.
we're going to let the guest speak. Play in the field, brother. We're going to play the field. You know, we're going to test drive some cars.
Come on,
That's
man.
what we
So
talking
let's
about.
rev it up a little bit. For me, man, dating is you can't expect anything from something you're not willing to do.
Okay.
That's it, first and foremost. So a lot of times it's you look for partners. You look for people who are, have the same vision, have the same drive. Now, sometimes, in the dating, depends on what you're looking for. It can just be intimacy. It can just be a listening ear. It can be a platform. It can be building somebody up. But that doesn't mean that you're actually together. To getting to a point where if you can share, show, and grow.
Okay.
That's for me. If you can share, show, and grow, because in that development, it becomes an understanding of communication, and communication is so huge that many people don't know how to communicate.
All right.
So that's my short version. I don't want to sit up here and be long-winded.
Especially, I'm gonna get back to that communication thing, but Zarena,
Well, I can honestly say that you gave us what you look for, not necessarily what you expect in dating.
all right, talk about
So,
it.
do you want me to answer what you look for or what you expect?
What you expect first, then go to what you look for.
Okay. So what I expect, I honestly expect honesty.
Okay.
I am a very big person on honesty. You can tell me all of it, and I know that men have this. I can't really tell her. She don't really want to know the truth. I actually do.
Okay.
Right.
Honesty gives you choices. Don't take my choice away from me.
Don't take it away.
When you're honest with me, I get to choose if I want to play this game or I don't. But when you take that away and you lie to me and you leave me on believing something that it's not,
Okay.
that's when everything disrupts.
But is that fair to say? Because I know a lot, like you said earlier, a lot of women say, "Tell me everything," but when a man do tell them everything, what happens? It ends up in breakup or
Well-
separation.
What do you do with that information? You
I
know?
can't speak for the masses.
Yeah.
I can
Okay.
speak for myself.
Yeah.
But one thing about it, if she does say tell me the truth and you tell her,
Okay.
she can't say you lied.
She got to respect it.
She got to respect the truth.
Yeah,
Because
got to.
most of the time when something occurs, it's not the actual act, it's the lie.
It's the lie.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what
It's
really
the lie.
bothers her. It's the lie.
The
You
lie?
lied to me. You made me believe this. Da, 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 da. It's
The
the
lies
lie
are
that
good
bothers
though,
her.
isn't it?
And that's dope because I always say, tell me everything and let me decide.
Exactly.
Let me
Correct.
decide what I can put up with. Don't play these conversations out of your head because you feel like I'm gonna take it a certain way. But
You never know.
today's world has painted this cliche that I can't take the realness. I can't take honesty. We can't take the truth because we want everything
But
to
can
be.
you take the truth?
What
But
I'm
I
saying, we
disagree.
want everything to be peaches and cream.
Nah.
We want
I
everything.
disagree. I think
don't
today's
disagree. Well,
society-
my opinion.
Right.
My,
I
my
think
opinion,
today's
I think a
society-
lot of people want it to be, we meet, we date, we like each other. Let's go get married. Let's go
That's
get
false.
these pictures. Let's go get that.
That's all false.
You don't think that's old fashioned?
That's false.
That's super old-fashioned.
That's not
I
old.
like
That's
it.
not old fashioned. I'm
That
just
is
saying what I
false.
say.
Well, I think So this is why I
false
was saying it's
narrative.
old-fashioned. Because in today's society, you have more women being open and honest about what they want and what they're doing
Yes.
than
You
they
said
ever
who
did
now?
before.
Women, right?
Women
Okay.
being more open and honest about what they're doing than
Yep.
ever before.
Right.
So they're like, and it goes half and half. You have
Mm-hmm.
women that think both ways, but you have women that will tell you, yeah, I don't want to be committed. I would like to date multiple people and see what my choice is. And they'll tell you that up front. So
Right.
that's not a,
Will
yeah, I
they?
like you.
Will they?
Most men can't handle that though.
Exactly.
Right,
Most men can't
because
handle
we
that.
want to control it to a degree. We can't handle
No,
that.
it's an ego, you know.
It's
'cause
an ego thing.
because
Is
the thing, oh, absolutely.
Now,
because
no,
this-
no. When we
so-
had this conversation, we got to talk full scope.
Okay.
because
Talk full
because
scope.
because sometimes we can say most and some and that, but we're
Right.
speaking
We
from
speaking
personal experience. You know what I'm
personal
saying?
experience,
So
so-
some things you may can deal with, I may can't deal with, and vice versa.
Correct.
Yeah.
And so, in all honesty, I'm at a point now.
Okay.
I just rather you tell me exactly what it is. Just tell me what
What
it
I'm
is.
getting myself into.
What am I dealing with?
Fact.
And
That's
the,
fair.
And the
That's
thing
fair.
about it is, most men, and I'm just gonna be honest. I don't care who hear this.
Talk about it.
You can lie to yourself if you want to.
It's only gonna last so long.
Hey, you gonna lie to yourself if you want to. They can't handle the thought of their woman laying with somebody else.
At all.
That's it.
That hurt. That hurt them.
Hey,
Because you know you nasty.
hey,
You know I know what I do.
listen.
You know what I'm saying?
At all.
So at the end of the day, that's what it comes down to. If you're talking about
Yeah.
dating, how and what part of dating? Are we talking about the intimacy?
Right.
Are we just going out, we kicking it, we going out to eat?
Now when
That's
we
all
talk
I'm
about
saying.
dating, we gotta take in perspective where you're at in your life.
Exactly.
Because the way you felt about dating 5 years ago may be totally different,
It
or
is.
it may be opposite.
'Cause
Correct.
You may was ready 5 years ago, but now you had some bad experience. You
Right.
pulled back. I'm really not with it. But
Correct.
you may be like, I got my shit together, financing in order. I got a few business. I understand
Correct.
the Lord.
Right.
Now I'm ready for my queen. You
Right.
dig that?
Right.
So you got to be talking to the right person at that right time.
So speaking of that, let's talk about deal breakers.
Blood pressure.
Deal breakers.
Oh, I thought you said.
Man, this ain't Mississippi, man. Everybody got blood pressure. Man, come on, man.
blood pressure coming out there.
Deal breakers. Let's
Okay,
talk about deal breakers.
edit that out. Edit that out.
Blood pressure. The gout, right? Now, look, what are some deal breakers in dating that you guys experience?
Red flags.
The deal breakers that we've experienced, or what's
Experience.
Or
that's two
that have
questions.
grown to say these are deal breakers.
Yes.
That's two part. Okay.
Well, I don't do the smoking of cigarettes. Yeah,
Really?
that's a deal breaker for me.
Hell
I
nah.
like to kiss.
Hold on.
I'm
Smoking
not kissing
anything?
no tobacco. Not anything. I said cigarettes.
Okay. Okay. I'm just.
Remember,
I heard that. I'm just
I'm a
talking.
cannapreneur. Remember that.
Oh, that,
So-
oh, I,
You're
oh.
right.
But what's the difference?
Yeah.
It's, well, it's not the
big
same.
I can't do
It's a
the
huge
cigarettes
thing.
nasty,
Motherfuckers
bro.
smell like
I
motor
can't.
oil,
Cigarettes
man.
nasty, dog.
Well, it's like a cigar. Cigars and cigarettes pretty much leave
No,
the
it's
same
not.
taste in your mouth.
No,
No,
they
they don't.
don't.
No, they
You're
don't.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, they don't.
Okay.
So cigarettes are for me. Like, if you smoke cigarettes, to each his own. I can't do.
Yeah,
that.
You can't rock with
I
it.
can't.
Yeah.
That's a.
Because everything smell like smoke. Your hair, your house.
What if he
your
has
clothes, your car.
potential and that's the only thing that's on your list that
Do you
you
know how
can't
many
check
people
out?
are dead and gone with potential?
Huh?
Do you know how many people are dead and gone with potential?
Well,
Or
you know,
married with it?
that's,
give it- look.
well, that's how they draft people in sports by potential. So you got to get a man the luck of the draw.
She said, nah, no potential over here.
No, I mean, like, you in your 30s and you smoking cigarettes, that's a choice you made.
That's
and
a-
that's okay. I'm not going to try to change
Yeah,
it.
that
I think
man
a
smoking
deal break
cigarettes.
for me is uncleanliness.
Okay. A stinking woman, huh?
Not even a stinking woman.
Her
I
crib.
hope she, yeah, man.
Her crib.
The house.
Like, you know me.
Oh yeah, look, hey,
You know me.
a lot
Like,
of they have a lot of Decepticons out here.
hey, now you know me. Like man, I cannot. That baffles me. How an adult can get up, don't take a bath,
Yeah.
or don't clean their house, or that. I don't get it.
It's exceptional for men though.
No, it is.
No, it is not.
Because
No, it
men don't smell as bad as women if
That's
they don't
not
clean
Who
themselves.
told you that?
I'm just saying, you know, like in
That's not
football
true.
athletes, you
He
know.
gonna play devil's
Who told
advocate. He
you
gonna
that?
play devil's
So-
advocate.
That's in
So he
practice.
told himself that.
We play sports.
That's what I'm
So,
saying.
But what I'm saying.
How many
even
men took
as-
showers after practice?
I can't worry about everybody else.
You gotta worry about it too, yeah.
I'm not finna come out here smelling like last week. You dig?
I got you.
So I
Last
think,
week's old socks.
yeah, sweaty funk, man, funk flex. You know. But
Now,
it's,
now, when you say that about cleanliness and your woman having that structure organization, or you looking at long term? Well, of course you're looking at long term, like how
everything is presented long term. I don't care what nobody's thinking.
Absolutely.
If you are out and you're dating, everything is presented right in front of you,
and
long term.
And you're seeing how it fit into your life.
You
know
have
what I'm
to,
saying?
because if you're not, you're wasting your time.
Absolutely.
You're wasting. Like, I'm not at a point now. I may be the oldest person at the table. I don't know, but I'm at a point now where it's like, if I meet somebody, or if I'm dealing with somebody, you're absolutely right. I'm looking at them. Can they fit into my children's life? Can they fit into
No
my
more
life?
time to waste.
I ain't got no time to waste.
Yeah.
And
No
it's
more time to
great.
waste.
You're a great person, but I'm going to get on down the street.
Absolutely.
I'm not
Absolutely.
finna sit here. I'm not finna play games with you. I'm not finna be like, this. No. Okay, we gonna figure this out real soon.
And what we're going through, we owe that to our queens.
Yeah.
They owe that to you.
You
I don't
owe it
want to
to
waste.
each other.
If I'm not
You owe
him,
it to each other.
I
each
wish
other.
you the best. I wish you the
and
best.
I'm gonna shake your hand. I might kiss you.
And
on
we
the
can
cheek.
still be friends.
We're gonna be cool in the
Yeah.
fan.
So in saying that, what's the more important, time or money?
Both.
Time.
Time is
Both on.
the thing about time.
You gotta
is
pick
only-
one.
It's the most precious thing.
So
'Cause
okay,
you can never get it back,
so you know where I'm going at with this.
but you can never get the time
I
back.
can have all the time in the world, be broke.
But you can be happy.
Well, I don't
You
know,
can be happy.
You can be happy.
because happiness
You can be
and
happy and be
being
broke.
Broke.
It's a
Broke.
lot of- listen,
I'm with you.
right. It's not.
Well,
But that
well,
say loving you is cool, but
Well,
hey,
they do say money won't buy you happiness, but it's a damn good down
It's a-
payment. You know what I'm
hell
saying?
yeah.
well,
But at the
it's the
same
damn the
time,
down payments, your experiences.
absolutely,
Money provides experience.
it's what you're looking
that's-
for.
Right.
that's-
Yeah.
And that the time.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. The money, you're right. It gives you those memories, those experiences, that whatever you want. But at the end of the day, you don't sit back and be like, damn, I just spent $20,000. You're going to say, man, that trip at the beach, man, we had a motherfucking blast.
Right.
Me and my partners, we did this.
But
So,
without
like she
money-
said it.
Then you say we
Then you
spent
say,
$20,000.
damn, we got to
Right.
get back to work.
So you, but I'm saying
back of your head,
without that paper, you can't have that experience.
You
though.
ain't
I'm not disagreeing.
Okay.
I'm not disagreeing.
You going to Galveston?
Yeah.
no, look, nothing's
about
wrong
it.
with Galveston. Shout out to Galveston Beach.
Now I think Queen holding back on us because she said somebody that smoked, but I know it's more in that bag that you can't deal with. Give us some more.
Absolutely.
Give us some more.
If he broke?
So, can he be broke? No.
Why not? He can
What's
have a
your
good heart.
classification of
I'm
broke?
not broke.
What's the classification of broke though?
No money, goddamn it.
No. Because the thing is, you can be broke mentally.
Yeah, I
And
don't
you can
take
be
either
going
one
to
of
your
them.
shit now.
What the song- I'm not
Okay.
taking no L's. I'm good.
I'm saying it's a number that you're looking for, or
No, yes, okay.
So let's
don't
say
lie
this.
to
I
we
like
family.
comfortable.
Okay.
So I love to do things. I love to have experiences. That's really big for me.
Yeah.
So someone who and no disrespect to anybody,
Mm-hmm.
no downs on anybody, but someone who goes and works his job every single day and he work hard and he got to work and report to his boss and request off days and this, that, the other, and his disposable income doesn't really allow him to have experiences. More power to him, but I can't do that.
That's fair.
That's fair.
That's
Right.
fair. That's fair.
So I want to leave. I want to go. I want to go have fun. And if you tell me, okay, baby, well, I only got like $500 this month to be able for us
and
to
I got
do
10
things,
vacation days.
and it's like,
Yeah.
oh, okay,
You can't put down with that 5?
I can,
Okay.
but
Well, a man can be creative and he can have access. So
Great
all right,
question.
so I'm not downing what you're saying, but a man can have access to a lot of stuff
absolutely.
Right.
and be broke.
Without
he could
the
be
cheat.
right. He could be the
Yeah.
man in the city with no money.
Know every promoter, know every you know
getting
what I'm
everything
saying?
free.
Yeah, yeah.
Get this for free.
So he can give you the experience. He just can't buy it himself. we can go get a drink because I know the bartender, but he ain't coming out my pocket. Hey,
Shout out to the
hookup guy.
bartender.
tip him. Hey, I'll be there in 30 minutes. Show me
I'm
love.
with that. I believe in meeting people and knowing people and having that advantage, but I like to go. I like to
Okay.
go out of the country. Like my whole goal is to see the whole world.
Right.
And I would like to do that with a significant other. I would like to
Yeah.
do that. And he ain't got to pay for every trip. I got some trips. You got some trips. We cool.
That's dope.
But we have to be able to do them together.
So-
and if you can't do that, then
As long as he's just flexible. So I would say entrepreneur type of man that has that. But what if but you don't mind a man that works a 9 to 5, but you just want him to have that flexibility. If you want to take
Absolutely.
a trip, you can
yeah,
go.
he can work a 9 to take time. Just don't have to work all the damn time, and then you got to check in with your boss, and you can't go here.
But
you can't
now
go
we
there.
do gotta understand is when you say you want a good man that makes money, engineer for instance, most of those guys making $100K. He has that bag, but he got them 2 weeks vacation time. He can't move like he want to move. You're not gonna fuck with him just because of that?
That's that bag.
So
No, I'm just saying it's an average bag.
So
it ain't struggling.
I think
It's above average.
I'm not going to say that I won't mess with him.
you would.
I don't know his.
You would.
She just said she went. Now she changed. What we doing?
Nah, I understand what she's saying. She said, all right, Francis, like, well, I'm married, so I can't speak. I could speak on this because I have
Speak
friends.
on it, man.
I have friends that
Your wife know what we doing right now. We
yeah,
talking.
But Jackie, you know this as well. We have friends that have an exceptional lifestyle, right?
Correct.
And they're not accepting less.
Right.
Correct.
No matter if you know that sister might be a good person, might have potential, might be beautiful, might be fine, all that. But if she ain't bringing nothing to the table, and I'm bringing $2-3 million to the table, and you ain't bringing nothing but 80 grand.
Yeah.
Baby, I love you. I love your hustle, but
I
it's
can't
not
rock
for me.
with you like that.
We're not equally yoked. We really can't maneuver how we want to.
But see, there's two parts to that.
Okay.
To me. At one point, Adam,
Don't get to
I
him.
felt
Get
like we
to
was
him.
exceptional.
Right.
Think about it.
I'm still exceptional now.
But I didn't want to say that, you know what I'm saying? But just think about it. We would, bro, it was nothing.
Right.
We would call, be like, hey, man, let's go such and such. We gone. Am I lying?
Yeah.
That is no exaggeration. When we went to Jamaica, he called me, he said, man, let's go to Jamaica. Gone.
Let's go.
We
Let's
out
go.
of here. Yeah.
So my thing is, it's like, the two parts to that is, if that woman or man finds that other,
Okay.
and they got the 2.5, going back to your question, if you look at them and you see that they can get and help you grow their 2.5,
Yes.
that's the difference.
Yes,
if
that's
they
the
can
difference.
help me grow their 2.5, and I know he got it, but this is what's holding him or holding her back.
But we got a
I'm
time
gonna
clock
fuck
though.
with him.
Aren't we on a time
See what
clock?
I'm saying?
Now, what about? I love your point, but don't we have to have the mindset to accept? the
It's a whole
potential?
lot of-
because
it's a whole
like
lot
I
of
said,
rich.
where you was
It's
at
a-
5 years ago, right? This point, you may be like, shit, if I don't get it, I don't have time to wait. Like, what,
That's right.
what makes you wait for that person to get to that point?
She said something earlier. She said it's a lot of people who are dead with potential. They're still alive and willing. You see what I'm saying? Money gives you the opportunity to create
Yes.
whatever you
Absolutely.
want.
Access.
It creates
Right.
access and it
Yes.
creates resources.
Right.
So if you
It gives
come
you
to
energy
me,
to-
if
yeah.
you come to me, I'm well over a millionaire, and I see you, and I watch you, and I see how you move, and I see how you maneuver,
see
and
how
we
she-
on this.
yeah.
That's totally
I see
different.
something special in that.
Right, and it's
But
not
you got to have
because
something coming to the table already.
That's not
with the
necessarily
idea.
true. That's an investment.
So I can agree with him.
That's an investment.
It's an investment.
That's an
Okay.
investment.
Like if I have it and I see you can take it and
Exactly.
quadruple it, double it, you
Yeah.
just needed that one
You need-
opportunity. Because
exactly.
the reality is somebody probably gave me that opportunity.
Exactly.
And you just need that
Exactly.
one opportunity, and when you get it, you're gonna
You
run
gone.
with it.
You gone.
That right there is totally different than someone just saying, well, yeah, this like settling. This
Sitting
is all
with
I
the
made.
hand
This
out.
is all I got.
Yeah.
You know, give me. It's a
Exactly.
total difference.
That is
than
totally
that.
different.
So
Yes.
that person, yeah. But, yeah.
But my question to you all would be, what's changed? What's changed from when you were dating your 30s to
Ooh,
your
a lot.
40s? Like, what's the major, three things that may have changed that you like, damn, I was a fool to look over her. She had that, but now I'm more receptive to accepting that because I see the difference in my 40s.
Well, for me, I was married.
Okay.
I got married very young. I was married at 23, 24. I was with her for 18 years. Well, 20 years total, married almost 18. So for me,
Jeez,
so
that's a long
much
time, man.
changed. Well, it's half your life. But the reality of it is, I mean, she's a great person. I got 4 beautiful kids. I don't have no qualms, no ill words to say about her. Things change, as you stated. So your mindset changes, your goal changes, and your reality changes.
Okay.
But
see what I'm
I
saying?
want to say, not to cut you and keep your point,
Yeah.
congratulations.
Yeah.
Because some people in marriage don't even make it fucking 2 years.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah,
So for
yeah.
you to do it 18
Yeah.
years and set
Because
an
of
example,
Instagram, that's why.
Right.
Congratulations.
Social media.
Shut up, man.
Instagram done messed everything
hey,
up, bro.
Hey, let me
Yeah,
tell you,
mine
social
ended
media,
in a year.
social media is
It messes everything up, bro.
I'm not gonna say it messes everything up, but
If you're allowed to mess it up.
It
if
goes
you
down to the DM.
think about when our
It goes
grandparents
down
and
to the
parents were
DM.
growing up.
Right. They didn't have none of that.
We didn't have none of that. We only knew what was happening locally.
Absolutely.
So with the social media and this, live TV or this social media TV,
Let me put it out
shit
there. Let
is
me show it.
fraud. It's
Yeah.
fake. Because they
It's
say
real.
cut, they edit.
Right.
We gonna put this, and that ain't real life. I don't know social media that well.
Okay.
I don't do the
better get on that social
Instagram,
media,
so
brother.
So what's
yeah.
your 3 things?
My 3 things?
You said 3.
That you learned.
Patience.
Uh,
Patience would be 1. Responsibility, and not taking anything for granted.
dope.
Yeah.
What are some things that you think, and you may not have to answer this, or some traits or some things that you could do to kind of learn your person? What are some activities?
two-way
or some
question or
things
what?
Like things when you 23 and you 40 or whatever it may
Okay.
be.
But your
How
mentality
do
is totally
you keep
different.
it going and keep it live and keep that fire lit to,
Well,
to still be in love at 35, 40?
I feel like I did everything. I'm not saying this because we on this podcast, but
Yeah.
I mean, shit, man. I felt like I did everything I possibly could, and that's no lie. I love to cook, you know what I'm saying? So shit, I'm making charcuterie boards. We taking trips.
I know how to grill a little bit. I'm fucking cook.
Cooking,
I'll tell you that.
drinking, whatever it took, I felt that I would do it.
Yeah.
But in some cases, as you stated, you're young, and that's
Do
so
you
tough
think?
part.
Do you think the plans that you had, and we having a conversation? Do you?
But
think
I wanted Zarena to ask that question too. The
Okay,
evolvement,
okay.
the evolvement for us from your younger years to your latter years. What was the change?
So at this particular point in my life, I am very stern on my non-negotiables.
Oh.
Before I
You gotta
was
ask those,
flexible.
KO. Don't forget that. You gotta ask that.
Yeah,
Non-negotiable.
before
Okay.
I was flexible, it was fun. It wasn't a big deal,
Yeah.
and I adapted. Today, I'm very stern on honesty, and I
Okay.
know it takes time to cultivate it. People don't come right off the bat being honest, but now honesty is really important to me. Communication is really important to me,
Okay.
and freedom.
So you
even in
said
freedom, honesty,
honesty,
communication and freedom.
and freedom.
So even in freedom, I can't feel like I'm in a box even when I'm in a relationship. I still need to have a sense of freedom, and that just comes from me learning me.
So what is that? How does that look like? What does that look like?
Well, previously, in previous relationships, so I've been married, it didn't last 18 years though. It lasted a year.
A hot minute, not a hot minute.
We ain't gonna congratulate you. We gonna say congrats.
We dated longer
congrats.
than we actually were married.
it's all right.
Yeah, that's
But
all right.
I'm very
Learn
grateful for
experience.
that because I chose to leave. There are plenty that choose to stay just for
Yeah,
the
and be
idea of being
miserable.
married and be miserable. I'd rather be non-married than to
Right.
be sitting in something that I'm not living.
Yeah.
Okay.
So with that, before I was very adaptable, very easy flowing. I'm not a big arguer. I don't believe in all of that fussing, all that stuff. I would leave. Like if you just did, I was real quick to be like, up. See you later.
Talking
I'm
out
gone,
the
like,
deuces.
Jeez.
Deuces, like really quick. Now I'm willing to talk it out.
Okay.
You got like a 3-try. You get 3 tries.
3 tries.
Yeah.
Jeez.
3 tries.
She got the court system.
Man.
Try 3, baby.
tries, you are
Out.
out. And when I'm
Shout
gone,
out to SU baseball.
I'm gone. Like
Yeah.
there is no, you know how people break up and then they get back together and all that good stuff. No, you get all of your tries in the relationship.
You say what you mean
Don't
and
get
mean
it
what you
out your
say,
system.
and that's it.
That's it. So we
got
gonna
you.
you messed up. Okay, honey, we're gonna talk this out today. And we're gonna work it out. This is what I like, this is what I don't like. You tell me what you like, what you don't like, we're gonna fix it. That second time, okay, you only got one more. We're gonna work this out. And that third one, this just doesn't work. And that's okay. You go live, I'm gonna go live. So
okay.
that's one, and it's just being more true to myself
Okay.
than I was before.
So speaking of that, far as healing from our previous relationships, how have we got past that healing? Did we heal to get to that next point?
And when did you know you was ready to accept someone else, to give them an opportunity? Because sometimes you may just be out there and be like, well, I'm going to force myself to get over what I'm not really over. But
Can't
when did
force
you
it.
know you was completely over that and I can move forward?
For me, it took a while. Like I said, I was with someone for 20 years.
Are you healed? Let's say this. Are you healed? Let's ask that.
Am I healed?
Are
Yeah,
you
I
healed
am.
from the previous?
I am. And I can truly say that because of how I went about it. I went about it, to me, the right way.
Okay.
Yeah,
You know
there
what I'm
you go.
saying?
There you
And
go.
so it wasn't no arguing, it was no fussing, you know, and I'm not gonna get into specifics of what happened, but
Absolutely.
it was I asked some particular things that went on because, like you said, when you 20, 22, 23, like you said, your mindset changes, you start living. But I understood where she came from, you know. She ain't popping in.
I want to know. All right, so the reason why I asked that question because a lot of people go through these same situations what you guys are talking about, right? And I want to know the methods that you guys took to get to that next part of your life.
So I actually just posted on my social media about this.
Okay.
In regards to healing from my previous relationship, not the one that I'm in now. So with all of my relationships, there were different healing processes based upon, I'm going to say, almost my age.
Okay.
So all of them have been at least 2 years or more. So one of them, like when I got my divorce, I probably wasn't as sad as I should have been. But I
you was checked
you
out
understood it,
months
though,
ago.
but that's why you didn't stay.
Yeah,
'cause
I
you
checked
understood
out
it wasn't
months
gonna
ago.
work.
Yeah.
Right. That's
and
different.
so then I was real heavy in church. So I went to church then. And then the next relationship, I went to, so I'm real big on personal development.
Okay.
You have to take a break. And mine, I can be honest and say, I didn't necessarily take a break from dating. I had someone like that probably overlapped, but I was very honest with what I was growing through. And not going, but growing through. And
okay.
in that process, it was, I'm here, but I'm also here because I need to get better. And I used each one as like a step to be able to heal to the next one. So this last one that I had, I actually like really took the time to, I did a lot of reading of the self-development. I did a lot of praying. I did a lot of just paying attention to myself.
Okay.
And getting clear on what I wanted, what I deserved, what I needed to be. And that took about, a year for me to actually talk about it.
Self-development, basically.
It was self-development.
I got you.
Because I don't believe that relationships end bad. I think that all relationships just complete. They don't necessarily break. They complete, and you're supposed to learn something from that relationship to take to the next.
Yes.
So where people mess up at is they just quit and don't want to date again. But there was a point in that previous relationship to teach you how to do your next relationship.
Facts.
Was.
So if you
Facts.
just quit, then you're not making it to
part
the
of the
person.
journey.
It's a part of the journey. You're never going to get to the top of the stairs if you just quit on that third
Facts.
step. Like, hey, I'm not dating anyone. She hurt my feelings. I'm done.
I'm tired.
Yep.
Yeah.
And to what you were saying, you know, I don't want to get religious, but you spoke about, you know, you got into the word a lot. It says in the word clearly. It says it's a time and a place for every season in your
Yes.
life. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes we got to understand it, but we got to be in touch with the Creator first. In order to understand this, we got to know if this person is here for a season.
A reason, a season, or a lifetime.
That's right. That's
like
right.
a lot of women get into relationships thinking that everybody is a lifetime.
Correct.
They are not.
Correct. They might be a smash.
They are not. Like, it may be a reason. He may be, you could have came out of a bad relationship, and his reason is to come and show you that you still fine.
Right.
And
Break
love
you off
back
about
to
3-4 months. Yeah.
Like, that is what this purpose is.
Break
He is
you
going
off.
to love on you
Break you off.
and bring you back, and that's it. Then he's going to leave. But now you're back to being who you were before. So now you can go out there more confident, back to being the woman. Like, I literally had someone do that for me, and that made me move to Houston, which was the best move ever in life. So it was not about him.
Right.
It was about him being placed in my life so that
for-
I can move,
to
so
the
that
next
I can
one,
be
right.
here, which allowed me to elevate to where I am now. I wouldn't have did this in Chicago.
Yeah.
So me not getting burnt out and just being bitter and accepting my lesson and rolling with it, that allowed me to get where I am.
I see ministry in your future sister.
Gotta trust the process.
I see a first lady in
Gotta
her
trust-
future
she's
right
speaking.
now.
Just the
She's
women,
speaking.
just-
Feel the
just-
passion.
She's speaking.
Just the
Crazy
person.
part
She's
is
speaking.
she was able to recognize it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the recognition.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? Because it kind of went through the same thing. I was on dating sites. You know, I'm out here. I do coffee dates. You know what I'm saying?
It's cheaper, man.
It's not even that. Hey,
It's quick and to the
10,
point.
15 minutes, I already know. Hey, Take it easy.
Facts.
We gonna meet at this
Facts.
Starbucks over here. We
Who
gonna
paying
do
for the
lunch.
bill
you
though?
go.
Who paying for the
Coffee
bill?
dates.
Who paying for the bill?
Coffee dates.
Who paying
I
for
got it.
Okay, you got
Absolutely.
I got
We're
it.
gonna
Stay
start
48.
small. We're gonna work our way up.
Hey, listen, I'm gonna meet you at Starbucks.
Yeah.
I'm at Starbucks. I'm like, hey,
Yeah.
it was some days that last 5 minutes. It was some days last 20 minutes. Some
Yes.
days last an hour.
Right.
But after that, I already knew it.
What you gonna do with it?
Take it easy.
Absolutely.
Or we gonna communicate.
And
I've
we
never had a coffee date.
Coffee dates.
I've never had a quick date.
Really?
I've
But
never had.
it won't be the same for women because men, we gon' bring our representative when we
Absolutely.
meet women.
Well, you have
You know what I'm
to.
saying? So think about it.
Yeah.
When
You can't
see
bring your real
somebody
self.
that's
It takes a
attractive,
minute.
right,
Yeah, it takes
it's
a minute.
attract- We
It
gonna
takes
bring
a
our
minute.
representative, so we gonna do everything we can to hold that time. You see what I'm saying?
Well, let me tell you why I've never had a coffee date. Because I'm not going on a date with you before we have a bunch of conversations.
That's why I do the coffee.
Okay.
But I don't want to meet you before we actually talk.
I got
Like,
you.
I want to talk to you on the phone. I'm going to fill you out over the phone. There's no point in actually meeting you.
How many conversations is that?
It depends.
You match your energy basically.
Yeah,
How
I'm an
engaging
energy
is it?
person.
How
It depends on
engaging
how
is it?
engaging
Yeah.
it is. I'm real big on energy and real
Yeah.
big
Yeah.
on filling people out. So if we don't make it over the phone, we don't have to meet. Ain't nobody got no coffee date needed, no steak 48.
But you know
You
what?
don't have to go.
What you're saying, you
Oh,
know,
man.
a lot of people, you have self-clarity from what you're saying because a lot of people don't have that because you have influences from friends, you have influences from family. You know, if you at a certain age in your life and if you have, you know, kids at a certain age, but you have it seems to me you have self-clarity and you know what you want and
Yes.
you do not demand, but you stamp what you want and you know what you're going to accept and what you're not going to accept. So, you know, I think that'd be a good thing for women out here to understand.
To get clear on.
Yeah, if they're
It'll
dating.
save you a lot of time.
Oh, absolutely, and the money.
Them bad dates, you ain't got to worry about it.
Right.
You already talked to him on the phone. You found out he an a-hole. You ain't got to go.
It's,
He already showed himself.
it's so many variables to that though, man.
Yeah,
Somebody
it
go there.
is.
Somebody
It
go
is.
there. Now watch
So
this.
many variables
It is.
to that,
So
man.
speaking of what we're speaking
Because
about,
everybody's dating is different.
let's talk
Yes.
about
Way of
about
dating is
Not
different.
that. It's just the variables. She touched on it. He mentioned it as far as she was like.
Something
he
you want to
said
say
you gotta-
something. Just say it, man. Just
No,
say it.
no,
What
the
you want to
self
say?
clarity.
Yeah.
Okay.
Most people don't understand what they want. Most
They
people
don't know what they want.
That's
They don't
what
know
I'm saying.
themselves.
Most people don't even know how to understand how to be loved and what love is.
Yes.
Because they've been loved in so many different components. Like she said, I love your figure, I love your smile, but you don't love the being. You don't love the inside.
What
you
Tina
don't
Turner
love the,
said.
But-
Excuse me?
Tina Turner, what she said?
What love got to do with it?
But
No, but
what you
I
gotta
don't know
say
the
is
girl,
what
she said, "Can you love me naked?"
Right.
And naked is my heart.
Everything.
I am.
Vulnerability.
Like, all of that.
Exactly.
Now, what
Exactly.
you're tapping on, though, people got to understand that it's okay to just date
It's
and
okay.
not expect anything from it.
It's okay.
Like, if you got to date
Yeah.
10, 12
It's
brothers in a
okay.
year just to
It's
figure
okay.
out, okay, he had this, but I can't go for that. You got to know what you want. You
Yes.
got to experience it to know
And
what
if-
you want,
And don't
dog.
complicate it with sex.
That's
that
the
complicates
thing.
that's a
things.
big
though.
one.
Put it on the track,
Don't
Doc.
complicate it
with
with
does.
sex.
So don't have sex.
Not if you
Do what you
intentions is to
feel,
date.
but know what comes
No,
with
you
it.
can't do.
know
no,
what
that's
comes
true.
with it.
Know what comes with
Yeah,
it.
that's
So doing what you feel for a woman, it goes both. It's a little
Okay,
big
give
old
us the
gray
game.
area because women have the tendency to get attached from sex,
That's real.
and men
Soul
don't,
ties?
and they create soul ties.
Well, we gonna.
Absolutely.
Well, men, we lead soul ties too, but it may
You
not be
do.
the emotional attachment that women
But I was-
But the other
sometimes
part
lead.
about soul ties, y'all bring them too. So
Yeah.
ain't no telling how many people y'all ain't dating. Y'all finna bring all of that
Yeah,
to her.
yeah,
So she
yeah.
needs to know she don't want
Yeah.
all of that. Like when you wake up in the
We gotta
morning, you
put
acting
the what's
crazy,
the
and you don't know why.
what's the thing you light in? You gotta clean your house.
Sage.
You gotta have your
Probably
sage
But I
on
was-
deck,
but I
man.
was about
Probably
to go
time
there.
get that energy out of there.
Yeah, I was
Let it
about to go there about the vulnerability. How vulnerable are we on in these relationships?
If women actually really believe that and listen, like just really listen to a man knows where you are placed within the first 10 minutes of y'all conversation of meeting you, he has made his decision. So therefore, all of the actions that come after that, listen and pay attention because he's showing you where he is going to put you in his life. And if you don't like it, then don't stay.
But I think the
Stop trying to change
conversation that we having, we have these conversations when you're in your mid 30s or 40s, and no neck to the 20-year-olds because there's some smart ass 20-year-olds out here.
Correct. A lot of mature
But
people out
to
there.
kind of know what you want a man, I think we really don't know exactly what we want until
Well,
30s and shit.
Life
like
has to
that.
take place, I believe.
It has to take
it's not
place.
that,
you
man.
got to
experience.
You just had to
some
experience
things.
a little bit.
I think
Yeah.
it's
You're not gonna get it on the first try.
no, it's not. It's not even about the first try.
Some people
See,
have got it right on the first try though.
It's all right.
The
The numbers ain't high.
That's what we see. We don't know what goes on behind closed doors.
I'm gonna say this.
That part.
Right.
I'm gonna
You
say
real?
this.
You real?
Now, this is just my opinion. That's all I'm gonna have to preface that.
Yeah.
In growing up,
Make it plain, brother.
we got 3 men at the table.
Yes.
And a young lady, sorry. But in growing up, you weren't taught. Most of us didn't see
Not at
Yeah.
all.
love. We didn't see development. We didn't see growth. We didn't
We saw
see
two people being together. We didn't
Right.
see love.
All we
Yeah.
saw was mama and daddy or whoever, mama and boyfriend.
Speak on it.
Right. They gonna smack them on the ass. They gonna go
Speak
to the
on it.
room.
Speak on it.
Sometimes
Yes,
they
sir.
came. Sometimes they came during the day. Or they gone in the morning. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I got you.
yeah,
So
yeah.
If you
and-
saw
and-
that,
if
you
you
probably
saw
didn't
that.
even see mommy and daddy
That's what I'm
together.
saying. So that's what I'm saying. So as a man or woman,
All right.
like you got to strip to the absolute core
Yeah.
to understand what you want, where you're going.
That's vulnerability,
and who
man.
can help you get
100%,
there.
yeah.
Once you figure that out, you understand what I'm
To
saying?
get that being
To
in
get-
love,
yes,
to being
that's
in,
what
I'm
I'm
talking
saying.
about love,
Right,
love
'cause
like
it's-
I'll
it's
put
so many
everything
variables.
before you
Yeah, it's
type
so
of
many
love.
variables.
Yeah.
Like as a young man, we taught not to cry,
Yeah.
but if you cry, you a punk.
You a pump. You soft as fuck.
Right, you know what I'm saying? You talk to, you got all these things, and you confused. You're really confused. So
And
when
you only
meet-
know, like you said, you only know how to love with what you
that's
saw.
it.
But
And
how
it's
far
too-
do you go though? All right, so what you're saying, like a young man. We are an adults now,
Right.
but still as a man, and you're saying that as we're learning ourselves, we still don't know how far we can go with that. Because the thing is, I think I heard a pastor say this. He's like, I could be your shoulder to cry on, but what if I need somebody to cry on their shoulder? You can't obtain that. You can't hold that because it's like it's too much. Now she's looking at, okay, I gotta hold them up and I gotta hold myself. It's like it's too much.
Well,
No,
they
I
did not,
disagree.
and they did
How
not say
open?
this.
How
I
open
disagree.
can I be?
So I made a post and it was a meme and it was the mother telling the son, "Stop crying, boys don't cry.
I just seen
You're gonna
that.
be a punk."
And then a few years later.
it was, "Why won't you talk to me? Why are you so emotionally unavailable?"
Yes.
And my comment to that
Yes.
was, women, we have to take some form of responsibility in making these men emotionally handicapped. Because
Have to.
when they're kids, you
got
tell
you.
them don't cry.
Yes.
You tell them don't show their emotions.
Yes.
Facts.
So that's their upbringing. You have programmed them to not show
And
their
it stunts
emotions.
their growth.
Period.
Exactly.
So when they get older, then they're not talking. They're holding it all in. They acting out, and
Yep.
now you want to wonder what's wrong with them. Well, their mother told them, "Boys don't cry, men don't cry, toughen up." And when you get ready to cry, you get hit in the chest and
Right.
all of that stuff. So now they're supposed to be in therapy,
Right.
but we can
Ah.
end some of that
Okay.
if we stop doing that when they're young. Like my son, he is incredible.
Okay.
And I'm not just saying that because he's my son, but he really is incredible. And just because when he was 9 and 10, I took him to like a personal development program for kids
Okay.
because I didn't want a crazy teenager.
All right.
So it taught him to be responsible for his emotions.
Absolutely.
It taught him to communicate. And then it just continued from there. And what I tell him is, sure, you're going to have emotions. You are human.
Absolutely.
Don't let anybody tell you that you can't cry because you a boy. That's just going to grow you up to be a man
Absolutely.
that's disconnected. And you may become a narcissist and don't even know it.
Right.
Exactly.
Yes.
So we are doing that to our own men. We are
Absolutely.
doing that to our own youth. And it's not just the women, but it's the men. Boy, toughen up. You don't need to do. Then they can't function as adults. They can't function in their marriage. They can't function in their
Yeah.
relationship.
Yeah.
They don't know how to talk. They go in the corner and
Yes.
cry by themselves.
Yeah.
They feel they're alone.
She preaching.
Yeah.
Nobody can
Yeah.
help them.
Pass the collection.
Like that is
Yeah.
the true root
Yeah.
of one
Absolutely.
of the problems that we
Absolutely.
have in our relationship.
And when
I am grateful. I can say this. I'm grateful for my village because I grew up a little different. I was pretty much mature when I was 11. I felt like I was an adult when I was 11 because of my upbringing. But what happened was choices that my older brother would make for me and show me that kept me on this particular path, and he kept me out of trouble. But if you look at the incarceration rate, you know, most people, we graduate, hopefully, this is the verbiage I've heard and been witness, they break the plate.
Okay.
For that kid who's graduated high school, he can't come back. He's a grown man now.
Yeah, yeah,
He's
yeah,
nowhere
yeah,
near
yeah.
that.
He's 18 years
nowhere
old.
near that. That's the
Yeah.
prime mental state of misunderstanding.
When he need that support.
When he needs that support.
And
When
I think,
he has to have
you know
that.
what?
Right.
So that's why in that time frame, if you look at it, first thing a person to say when you go, and man, he disrespected me.
Right, I got you.
I always said
We're
that.
trying to figure it out though. We're the first generation. I think we're the
Exactly.
first generation to sit down and go to therapy, talk it out, to have a conversation, to be vulnerable. Because back then, they had to do what they had to do to get us through. And
Right.
now we're the seeds of the first generation to start doing things like that and going forward. But the thing is, we don't want to make them too soft.
So let me ask you this: do you say we're the first, or it's just more African Americans doing it?
I'm talking about black men. I'm speaking of black men.
Because
women been doing it from
No, that's
generation-
what I'm
from the
saying.
beginning.
Women and other races have been doing it.
Yeah,
Forever
yeah, 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 yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah,
And
but
you-
other
and you
races
speak
don't
on it.
carry what black men carry.
Carry,
They
absolutely.
don't. No,
They don't.
no. But what I'm saying is the statement he made. He said we're the first generation. Most of us aren't even aware what we're carrying, what our burden has
Correct.
been, and what we're burdened,
And how we should feel.
How we should feel.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. If you don't know, if somebody told your whole life 2 + 2 = 5, who can tell you different?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
So if I'm waking up like if I'm just pissed off every day, I'm just mad for no
reason.
Don't know what.
Why
Yeah.
am I mad? Yeah, that is true.
First person brush, you step on your shoe, you ready
Yeah.
to get down. For what?
Bro, I always said this in the black community. I think with violence, if we just cried more as black men, cry,
We need money.
it'll be violence now.
We need
No,
money.
fuck money.
I'm
need
emotional.
No, money. I'm saying
I'm
because
crazy,
I'm
It's
saying
a lot of
because
build-up.
when you at a club or something, you got all this shit
Testosterone.
built in and
Yeah.
this things
Yeah.
built in, and you haven't just let it out.
Right.
When somebody I gotta prove something to you. I
Yeah,
gotta be
for
hard
what?
to you. I gotta take my anger out on
Telling
my
you.
brother.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel
But
you.
when you just cry and you just not saying you just gotta be just crying, but just let it out.
Go ahead and cry tonight. You better
just
cry
cry.
tonight. Hey,
You
when
know,
you leave
But
here,
it's in providing the people around you, providing that safe space for you to be able to do that.
Exactly.
For you to be able to say, you can let all that out, and I'm not gonna look at you different. I'm not gonna look at you like you a punk. I'm gonna look at you. Actually, I'm gonna look at you even more as a grown man because you were courageous enough
Open.
to let that
Yeah.
out.
That's why you gotta choose your old lady, right? You gotta choose your friends, right?
Yeah.
Because everybody you grew up with and they ain't your friend. Because it's certain things you can't talk to everybody about. You know what I'm saying? You probably can count on your hand the people that you can just tell things to and with
Absolutely.
no judgment.
Absolutely.
So that's important, not only with, I know we talking about dating, but just everyday life.
Circle.
You need that outlet and that ventation that you can take and just take that mask off for a second.
I call it venting up.
Venting cup,
Venting up.
venting up.
So venting up is venting to someone who's gonna hold you to who you really are, versus being that mess with you.
Okay.
Like if you got drama going on and things of that, you don't want the friend that's gonna be like, yeah, let's go get him this, that. No, you want the friend that's gonna listen to you and then remind you of who you are to bring you back to who you supposed to be.
So
And
what
that's
y'all
so
think about
important.
this? Because we talking about dating.
TB, you got a lot of questions, man. You trying to find your queen, sister, brother?
Man, I'm talking, dog.
I got you.
Don't be doing that like
Go ahead,
that. So check this out.
This
So
guy.
when we doing dating, aren't we supposed to be preparing to be a wife, a husband? A
No, I think
boyfriend?
he should be that already.
No,
I
I'm saying
disagree.
prepare. I'm
No,
saying
no,
you
no,
supposed
no,
to be.
no,
I'm
no,
saying
no,
right
no,
now.
no.
I said I'm single, right? So right
Everybody's
now I
not
need to be
wife
doing
or husband
everything.
material. And that's why that's why I love.
But you can't be a husband when you get a husband. Become a husband.
I
though.
love
That's
Will,
right.
I love
That's
Will
right.
and Jada's relationship. You know why?
Because it's open.
You like that relationship?
I like the understanding of their relationship.
You like the entanglement?
No, I'm not talking about. See, you missing the point.
But that
See,
came
you missing
through
the point.
years of experience with
But
each
that's
other,
what I'm
though.
saying. It takes a lifetime to know somebody.
That's why they lifetime partners.
That's why they're lifetime partners.
Correct.
So she said something. Jada wasn't going nowhere. We were rich, doc.
Hey,
Filthy rich. And it ain't because the money, it's because who she saw.
And he
who
rich in information,
allowed her
too.
to
Yeah.
see.
That's
You know what I'm
facts.
saying? Who he allowed her to see. Like, this is who I am.
Okay.
Like, I don't care what you do. He said, I don't care what you do. I don't care what we're going to do. We going to be together.
Yeah.
I got you.
That right there, that statement, let her
That's
know.
a commitment.
That's a commitment.
I'm there for you.
Man, you know we
Most
don't
people can't worry about that.
Y'all-
Don't think about that.
y'all know-
Back to what you said in regards to is dating preparing you. In my opinion, I think it is.
It does.
So I look at it like I said before, like the steps. So each relationship, your husband or your wife is at the top of the steps.
Yep.
So each relationship you grow through, not go through, but you're
Grow through.
supposed to grow through every single relationship. Take the good, take the bad, take the lesson. Because a relationship, a true one, is going to show you things about you that you couldn't have found out if you were single.
Exactly.
So if you take those things that you learn in those relationships, and when that one completes, go to the next one. But now you're supposed to be a better person.
Okay.
Now, let's just say that you have the people that say, I'm not dating until I get married. I'm only dating for strictly purpose,
Right.
and I'm not dating until I get married. Okay, well, in my opinion, what happens with that is you finna skip all these steps and go straight to the top.
Which is impossible.
You still have to learn
Absolutely.
all of those steps. So now what you're going to do is you're going to learn it on your spouse.
And that's not the place to learn.
And that's not the place
That's
to
divorce.
learn
Come on
with
at
it.
all.
Come on with it.
That's
Unless
divorce.
they're patient.
Because you're undeveloped.
Nobody ain't got that
going
much
into
patience.
this relationship. And most of the time, it's men that do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because men
Because
get
men,
hurt.
we think that's the end. We
No.
think when we get
They
married,
get
that's the
hurt.
end.
Because
They
men
don't
get
deal with
hurt on that second or third step, and they decide, I'm done. Never date nobody else. That hurt my
Everybody
feelings.
finna
I don't
catch this
never wanna feel
wrath.
that again. Everybody finna catch this. But then he meet her, and he want to be with her, and he want to marry her.
Yeah.
But he skipped all the rest of those
Yeah.
steps. And he gonna propose to her, and she don't know. He ain't ready.
Right. But he
So
don't know how
when
to
they
keep
get
it.
married,
Right.
he don't know how to
Don't
keep
know how to
it.
keep it. And
It's
that's
gonna end.
about the relationship parts, and the dating parts is nobody wants to be vulnerable.
Correct.
Nobody wants you to look at them like, oh man.
Everybody want to be perfect.
There is no such
Yeah.
thing. And one thing that I appreciate, one thing about social media, now this is one thing I do appreciate, for those who are true and authentic, they show exactly what
They go far.
they go forward. You see what I'm saying?
I get it.
And so when you are able to do that, and you don't care about what's said, what's being done, and you focus,
You have
Man,
to.
you
You have to
can
be
conquer.
relatable. You have to be relatable.
I don't even know if it's relatable because sometimes you got to make your own lane. Because who's ever for you gonna jump in that traffic.
Well, when I
with
say relatable, you just gotta put it out there and let people take from it what they gonna take from it. Everybody not gonna take everything from you and be like, okay, it's for me. Just like you listen to your pastor. Every sermon, you may just skim through it like, nah, he wasn't talking to me this Sunday. But the
Right.
next one, it may have you in your feelings like, what? He was talking. He
Right.
must knew what I
He
did
was
last
talking
night.
straight to me.
You know what I'm
Talking right
saying?
at me.
You dig? So you got to take different pieces from it and just put it part of your life because at the end of the day, it's your life, it's your journey. No one knows what you really going through.
But most people don't have the
except you.
patience to do that.
Shit,
And
you
they don't
got-
have the understanding to really recognize what's being said.
But if you
and
want
done.
something real, you gotta.
That
you
comes
get, that's
with
what
But
it
maturity.
is.
it's
Yeah,
that's,
it does.
That's,
That comes with maturity.
And that's hard. That's hard to do. You just got to know, like I said, you got to have knowledge of self.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you got to be open
That's
with
the
self
biggest
in
thing.
order to realize and see that. So I want to know, what you guys got going on because I know you guys have businesses and you got the CBD.
Yeah, so I have a.
You brought samples. Brought samples.
I didn't, but I definitely can get that to you.
Yeah, we're gonna get some.
So I have a CBD line. I actually have 3 CBD brands.
Okay.
One of them is called Hit 'em. That's my athletic brand. So that's for former athletes and current athletes. It helps with the aches and pains. So we have a lot of roll-ons and things that when you work out. Bath salts, bath bombs, lollipop suckers, things of that nature. We have a regular health and wellness line that is our gummies, our cookies, our tincture oils. Those are more so for people who have ailments or just sleep, anxiety, want to rest, all that good stuff. And then I have the spa line, which is Bath and Body Works, Bath and Body products.
Okay.
Dope.
Or mostly it's for women for their skin. I'm really big into skin.
Okay.
And I have my next book coming out.
Okay.
That'll be next year. And
Congrats on that.
Thank you. And I will be doing. So when you say authentic, on social media and actually sharing just exactly who you are, that's where I am now. So my social media profile was I'm gonna say half authentic. It wasn't that I lied on it, I just didn't show all of me.
Yeah.
Because it was like I had people perceive, like how you just said, oh, you got a ministry in you. I had people perceive me a certain way, so I just didn't include everything else.
Right.
But on my birthday, I dropped a photo that has never been dropped on my social media.
Uh-oh.
We all saw it. We all saw it.
This is me, and this is who I am, and this is who I'm going to be. And you either like it or you don't. This is who I'm gonna be.
Yeah.
And it stemmed from my healing and just being even more into this is what I'm gonna do. So with that, my goal for next year and beyond is to help even more women feel the same.
Beautiful.
Just stand in who you are and be proud of it, period.
That's awesome.
Bless.
Jackie, what about you? What you got going on, brother?
I gotta go after that.
Well, you know, it's powerful, you know.
You on deck.
You got to get a window seat.
But no, I honestly have I'm starting a project. Well, you know, I've been working with kids for a lot of years.
Right.
So I had a prep school, so I put the prep school on hold, but now I honestly have an online college.
Okay.
It's called Community Athletics. We offer 10-degree programs right now. It's a 2-year program. It's called Community Athletics. Basically, what we were able to do with the prep school model, we offered our sports. They accepted it. So we basically are the new era of JUCO sports, believe it or not.
Online JUCO sports.
All of our, all the classes are online. We offer sports. We were supposed to launch this year, but due to COVID, we cut it out. So we're launched for 2021. We're going to be right here in Houston. We're going to have 3 locations in Houston. I'm over Texas, Louisiana, Alabama, and Mississippi.
Okay.
Dabbling in the merchant area. So I have this shirt right now. It's on Amazon. It's Dreams. And DREAM stands for Discipline, Respect, Education, Accountability, Maturation, and Success. So that's something you can apply to anything that you do in life, man.
What is it?
Discipline, respect, education, accountability, maturation, and success.
Okay.
And so I've been dealing with that since I was a kid, man. So I've always held myself to a particular standard. I always held myself to, being accountable. And like you stated, the friends around me, the ones who are friends, they know that.
So what's I want to give both of you guys a handle. What's your handle so that people can find you guys when they're looking for you on social media? You got to get on social media. What's your social?
What is
well,
that?
my social media, my Instagram handle will lead you to everything.
Okay.
So it's I am MZ Whitfield, WHITFIELD.
Okay. All right.
I think my handle is Jackie Mitchell 365.
Oh, you don't even know.
Hey, it's
said,
Jackie
"Okay,
Mitchell.
bro."
Hey, it's Jackie Mitchell 365. That's all I can be, man.
gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? So it's real simple to the point. But yeah, it's Jackie Mitchell 365. You see it, you're gonna see Dreams up there. So it's that's just a piece of me, man.
Right.
But like she said earlier, I don't really expose a lot of who I am. If you know me, you know me. If you don't, it's cool too.
Right.
Got to shout out the scholarship, man. Can
Go
I
ahead.
scholar?
Yeah, go ahead.
Shout out SHS Alumni Pride Scholarship. That's my scholarship that I founded with my constituents. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Mississippi, you dig? So
Shout
this
out.
going to be the 5th year that we awarded kids from my high school a monetary scholarship. The last 2 years we've been donating to African American kids. So that's the scope we want to focus on. The website is going to launch this Friday. Facebook page is going up.
What is it?
Facebook is SHS Alumni Pride Scholarship. The website is shsalumniprideScholarship.com.
Okay.
Everything self-explanatory. So shout out to my people, my team, my committee. We got this shit done, man. Shout out to Mississippi. Sit with me.
Website.
Right on, right on. We got websites. Black people.
Look, one thing I want to say is I do appreciate you guys for coming on, for taking out your busy schedule, because I know you guys got things to do. You got kids to attend to. It's holiday time, and I'd like to thank you guys for coming here just to being part of the show. So anytime you guys wanted to come up and be part of the show, you guys can come up. We'll welcome you guys.
Just got to call first.
Call first?
gotta
Okay.
call.
We're going to be waiting for those edibles, all right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So guys, this is the Culturally Distinct Podcast. This is your boy, DJ KO.
TB from the Silk.
Shout out. Look, happy holidays to y'all. Look, peace out.
Peace and love.
Peace.